Assalamu alaikum. A simple question is addressed to Asrar. You struggle, your jihad is to justify for the bid'ah, to divide it into good and bad. Struggle in opposing the Prophet who said every innovation is misguidance and every misguidance is in hell fire. So the Prophet did not divide it. The question is, which is more correct? Every bid'ah is misguidance, as what the Prophet ﷺ said, or not every bid'ah is misguidance? Very simple question, which exposes you that you are opposing the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. When it comes to the matter of obeying the Prophet ﷺ, there is no consideration for anyone, regardless of whom he is. No consideration. You may say to me, but An-Nawawi said, every, it doesn't mean every. It is not comprehensive. It is Amun Makhsus. Well, I say, keep quiet and look what An-Nawawi says here in the 12th volume of page number 16 here. He's commenting on the hadith, whoever innovated in our issue of deen, that means of deen, which is not of it, it is rejected. Look what An-Nawawi says here. This is so clear of rejecting all kinds of innovations. All kinds of innovations. So, excuse me, An-Nawawi contradicted himself. So, checkmate, Mr. Asrar. An-Nawawi here is saying to you that all kinds of innovations are rejected. He didn't say هذا عام مخصوص. So, since he contradicted himself, we say to you, we are still An-Nawawi, when he said هذا عام مخصوص, he said one of the examples of innovation is علم الكلام, the schools of علم الكلام. An-Nawawi here is rejected, is contradicted by Ash-Shafi'i, who said this innovation is haram because علم الكلام is haram, and Ash-Shafi'i gave fatwa that the one who deals with علم الكلام, philosophy, he should be punished. He should be beaten up by the palm tree branches. So An-Nawawi failed in the example he gave for the justified innovation. He was contradicted by a Shafi'i who gave fatwa. Now, look at the fatwa here. That it is haram. See now, An-Nawawi himself contradicted. Then we should deal with what the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wassalam. Because Allah will be asking us at the Day of Judgment, what was our response to that messenger? وَيَوْمَ يُنَادِيهِمْ فَيَقُولُ مَاذَا أَجَبْتُمُ الْمُرْسَلِينَ. Will Allah be blaming me at the Day of Judgment, saying to me, why didn't you divide the bid'ah? Why? Simply I'll be saying, oh Allah, your Prophet didn't, so I didn't. Will Allah be saying to me, but An-Nawawi said, it should be divided. Am I blamed? Am I blamed? Will Allah be blaming me? You can't give such answer. I challenge you to give an answer to this. Which is more correct? Which of the two statements are correct? Every innovation is misguidance, or not every innovation is misguidance. Note here that the Prophet ﷺ used the word kul twice in one sentence. One for bid'ah and the other one for misguidance. Among the miraculous speech of the Prophet ﷺ that he used the word kul every twice in one sentence. So why the first every kul is not comprehensive, is divided, while the second every is comprehensive and it cannot be divided? Otherwise, you'll be obliged to say, not every misguidance lead to hell, which is a big problem for you then. Note here that the second is talking about astray, misguidance, which leads to fire. So you're owed to say then, not every misguidance lead to hell, because the word every is used twice by the Prophet ﷺ. This is the great evidence against those strugglers of innovation. So, if the first is not comprehensive, the second should not be comprehensive. So, in other words, you are checkmate. You are obliged then to say, not every misguidance leads to hell. Not every misguidance leads to hell. Checkmate. Checkmate. Okay? So, finally, I repeat my question to you. Which is more correct? Every innovation is misguidance, or not every innovation is misguidance? Which is more correct? Waiting for your answer. Take care.